Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync Brivity with MOJO Dialer. MOJO Dialer is a super powerful tool. They have a triple line dialer feature, so you can dial through your prospects and leads 3 times faster than you could on your normal phone or using a single line dialer. Let me show you what it looks like once you have this sync set up. So you're here in MOJO, you've made your great call and you want to send it over to the connected app. All you do is click this drop down under Actions, and you're going to click Send to API Nation. That's going to send it immediately to the connected app through API Nation. And if you want to check on what's going on with the sync, you can always click on this Integrations tab, and it's going to show you the complete history of how often that has gotten synced to your connected app. Also, because it is synced, it's synced in real time, so any changes you make to this contact now in MOJO will continue to update this contact in your connected app. Let me show you how to set up this integration. First thing you're going to do is go to apination.com and you're going to click on Start Syncing. There it's going to take you to a page full of apps, marketing apps, productivity apps, real estate apps. You're going to scroll on down till you get to M for MOJO Dialer and click on that. Once you click on MOJO, you're going to see all the apps you can sync with MOJO Dialer. You're going to scroll on down till you get to B for Brivity. That's what we're going to sync with MOJO today. So I'm going to click on that. You can see the sync available is sending contacts from MOJO into Brivity. That's exactly what I want, so I'm going to hit activate. And the first step is to sign into your API Nation account. If you don't have one, click here to create one, or you can create or sign in with a Google account, which is what I'm going to do. Once you do that, the next step is to connect both apps. Just hit the big connect button. It's going to take you out to the app where you're just going to sign in, and that makes the connection. Same thing with Brivity, hit connect. You're going to sign into your Brivity connection with your Brivity username, your Brivity password, and then down here you're going to just put a little label, a name for the connection. It could be your name, your office's name. I'm going to go ahead and put in my password, and I'm going to name this after me, Gabe's Co. Hit connect. That makes the Brivity connection. All right, now we're going to set up and create the sync. First thing you're going to decide is, do you want to focus on a particular group in MOJO? In general, most people will just say all, and that way anybody in any group, they click Send to API Nation, it'll get synced into their Brivity. But you could select a specific group like hot leads, and then you could also put a corresponding tag in here, MOJO hot leads. So then when it syncs over from that hot lead group, it gets the tag MOJO hot leads, so you know where it came from and you know what's going on with it. So that's one option. That's actually what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to focus on this group, create the sync for it, and hit subscribe. And that creates the sync. It's basically ready to go. I'm just going to go through a few things here. One, there's this filter tool just in case you want to filter on anything else in MOJO. So only people who have, for example, property addresses. You can say property address is not empty. That way you only get people who have addresses if you want. Something like that. I'm going to go ahead and go no filter. I'm already pushing that Send API Nation button, so I feel like that's pretty good. Come down here to mapping. You can see where everything is going. First name from MOJO is going to first name in Brivity, last name, email, phone. If there's anything else you want to add in here, you can go ahead and just hit that plus button. For example, here's other phone. I'll hit plus button. I'll search for phone. There is additional mobile phone. I'll go ahead and put that in there. That looks good. Then I'm going to come down here. Here's that tags. I can put the tags that I created, MOJO hot leads. I can put it here, or I can put it down there. I'm actually going to go with it down here, just so I know where it's going. So I'm going to put MOJO hot leads here in my tags. And then I can also specify the source. I can say this came from MOJO. If I wanted to assign it to an agent, I would just put them there. But this all looks good. Here's the description field. This is the last thing I want to remember to put in here. And I'm going to put in the notes, priority note and additional note. So just to sum up, we put in the notes into the description field. We put in MOJO into the source, and we typed in a tag, MOJO hot leads. Everything else was already done for us in this sync, so it's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and activate this sync. And this is going to send over people from that hot lead group into Brivity with a tag hot leads. But maybe I want to do this for other groups. I would just hit clone the sync, and then choose a different group and then give it a appropriate tag. So instead of hot leads, maybe I want to do this for my FSBO group. And then I would just come down here to my tags and change it from MOJO hot leads to MOJO FSBO. There we go. Go to the top, activate that sync also. I would also probably rename this sync just so I remember exactly what it is doing. It's sending over FSBO MOJO contacts to Brivity. And you would just continue to clone it for each group in MOJO you want to send over. You can do it that way, or if you want, you can just set this group to all and have it sent over. Don't have it tagged specifically with the group, and just get them in Brivity so you can follow up and start making those deals. That's it. That's how you set up the sync. Now you're going to be able to dial through and prospect 3 times faster. It's super easy to set up, and you're going to be able to create more deals. If you have any questions or need any help setting up this sync, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, and we are connecting the world's applications.